Hi everyone, good morning from the USA. My name is Tan and I'm your GUE Next Gen Scholar. Today I'm traveling from Shreveport, Louisiana to Gainesville, Florida for a GUE Fundamentals course with John Kieran in High Springs, Florida. And welcome to the chapter 1 of my GUE Next Gen journey. And now we arrive at the city of High Springs, Florida, the gateway to the Florida Springs. I visited Extreme Exposure to check out all the cool gears, including Halcyon, Santee, Dive Right, and many other brands. We get a briefing about the dive sites and check out these cool stickers. Meet Molly, the cutie at a dive shop. They have an awesome fuel station that can fill GUE standard gases from recreational to technical depth. They also have all the gears you needed to go diving. You can also fill the tank from the back of your car without the need to carry heavy doubles. Next, I visited GUE HQ with a mini dive museum showcasing the vintage gears. I met a few awesome people at the HQ and at the shop, and I'm so grateful for their warm welcome. After that, I went back to the Airbnb and unboxed a GoPro for documenting my year as a Next Gen Scholar. Thank you GUE HQ for providing me this awesome setup. Even though this is my second time taking the full GUE Fundamentals class, the skill can degrade over time, so I need to review the materials and sharpen my knowledge before the start of the class tomorrow. Good morning everyone. This is Tan and we are heading to the day 1 of the GUE Fundamentals course with John Kieran. We started our first day in the GUE HQ conference room where John lectures us on the materials and demonstrate the concept of trim, balance, and buoyancy. Then we head outside where John showed us the equipment configuration and described why GUE set up gears this way. This makes me appreciate how well it was thought out, being refined over decades. Thank you Extreme Exposure for providing me these top-of-the-line rental gears free of charge. We ended our first day with filling our tanks, checking pressure, and analyzing our gas to be ready for the first dive tomorrow. With our second day, we started by driving to the Blue Grotto, which will be our dive site for the week. After we finish putting our gear together, John takes us for a walk to survey the dive sites and the environment.
So here we are, getting in and out of the water relatively easy.
It's a special day today at Blue Grotto since we have 2 GUE Fundamentals and 1 GUE DPV1 class running at the same time.
Just checking. Male.
Male.
Down.
This means a good opportunity for a GUE group photo. Then we head down to the water for our propulsion workshop without scuba gears. After a refreshing session, we came back to gear up, do a pre-dive GUE-H, make sure to have fun, and look cool for our first dive. For the first 2 dives, we focused on dialing our buoyancy and trim and mastering the frog kick, back kick, and helicopter turn. And as always, that back kick was never easy. I learned from my first fundamentals class with Arthur to work with finesse, not the force, and John helps a lot in putting our focus on the stability, precision, and efficiency of each kicks, rather than the power. On day 3, we get to continue refining our buoyancy, trim, propulsion, and stability, while adding new skills such as flutter kicks and basic 5, which is a rotation of regulator removal and switch, long hose deployment, mask clearing, removal, and replacement. Basic 5 is a deconstructed skill set that we will utilize for more advanced skills such as S-drill and SMB deployment in the future. This exercise emphasizes the importance of the fundamental skills since they will be the most effective only when being built on top of a solid buoyancy, trim, propulsion, and stability. It is crucial to prioritize the fundamental skills because during an unexpected event, such as emergency, losing control of the fundamental skills can make the situation worse. On day 4, we started with a land drill for the S drill, which simulates an out-of-gas diver scenario, and valve drill, which practices our basic and muscle memory for the equipment failure procedure in the technical class. These exercises are intense, focusing heavily on the procedure, and it reinforces our stress management, stability, and team working skills. John taught us that the light is like the voice of the underwater world, a key tool for signaling your teammates. So it's very important to always keep them under control. One thing I really appreciate in this class is that I've never felt gatekept in learning how each individual skills and blocks in the fundamentals class play such a crucial role in the technical and cave diving level, the kind of diving we are working hard to achieve in the future. Day 5 was our final day, and we started by learning how to deploy the SMB and taking turns to practice the technique. Our last dive was our evaluation dive, where proper dive planning and teamwork played a crucial role in setting us up for success. We descend to a depth to complete our valve drill in the blue water with no visual reference, then ascend back to the platform to do the no mask swim with my 2 trustworthy teammates. After that, we descend once more to the depth to perform the S drill, and finally, our 3rd teammate deployed the SMB and we all slowly ascended back to the surface. At the end of the class, we completed our swim test and had an individual debrief session with John. I was super excited to get an upgrade from provisional to a recreational pass. John mentioned that throughout the class, I often reach the technical pass boundary, but I completely agree with his assessment. My skills aren't solid enough to, let's say, start a cave class tomorrow. With around 75 dives under my belt, I know I have plenty of time to gain more experience and work towards earning that technical pass in the future. One of the key takeaways I appreciated from this class was standardization. GUE does an exceptional job of ensuring that the training is standardized so that the core knowledge is consistent. The instructor's personal experience and stories also plays a significant role in shaping the learning experience. Another strength I've come to appreciate is the power of team-based diving. For those who haven't had the opportunity to dive with a high-performing team, it's really hard to truly understand how effective and reliable this can be. Over the past 5 days, I've been diving with strangers I haven't met before, and the teamwork we had is seamless. We communicated well, supported each other, and successfully executed complex tasks as a single cohesive unit. Finally, I've been continually impressed by the strength of GUE community. The support here is unlike anything I've ever experienced before. People genuinely go out of their way to help and support you, and it's a community that built on trust, collaboration, and a shared passion for diving, which is something truly special. I wanted to thank you, John Kendall, my scholarship mentor, for recommending me to John Kieran for our fundamentals class. Huge thank you for my teammates, Gordon Ritter and CP, for being there for each other and helping us get through the class together. A special shout out to Gordon for offering transportation and lodging in High Springs completely free of charge. Thank you to the wonderful GUE communities in High Springs. My trip wouldn't have been the same without your friendly smiles and warm welcome here. I would like to thank you Extreme Exposure for providing all the rental gears free of charge, and Halcyon for supplying over $3,000 worth of gears. A huge thanks to the GUE HQ for supporting not just the Next Gen Scholarship, but also the Next Gen Legacy Project, which is empowering an incredible group of future explorers, educators, and conservationists who are achieving great things out there. Thank you, Jen Thompson, our 2022 Next Gen Scholar and GUE Global Project Coordinator, for all your advice and support throughout every step of my Next Gen journey. Finally, this first step of my Next Gen journey wouldn't have been possible without the support of instructor John Kieran. John, thank you so much for offering me a spot in your full class without hesitation, and for your willingness to support me in any way. I hope I can return the favor and assist you in your future exploration project in any way I can. Thank you everyone for following my journey. The year has just begun and I'm looking forward to the great things ahead.